So we started exactly an hour late. Nice.
We should give some context. I don't know,
Yeah,
like who may or
let's
may
just
not be
tell the whole
watching.
story. And just
You can tell the whole story. I will actually lose my patience telling the whole story.
okay. I mean, I'm ready to burn this bridge. Like I've done it before in life. I can do it again.
Let me actually just let me message a few of my mates.
Can you like do that while I'm telling the story, or
Yeah. No. You can keep on telling your
All
story.
right, guys. So we were supposed to be live an hour ago. So we paid for Streamleams. That's their new name. Streamleams. We paid for a Streamline. I can't even say the name right. I'm just losing brain cells from that conversation I had. So we're using Streamlabs Prime. We paid for it because it's a package where you get a cool looking website and stuff like that. And it's like an all-in-one package. So you get multi-streaming, you get a bunch of stuff. But the issue is, one, I use Linux, and two, I tried using their app, their Streamlabs app, on Windows side. But the issue is, one, some things don't work, like it doesn't record properly. Sometimes it will just freeze, and then if I want to export my scenes, it wouldn't, and it wouldn't back up my scenes like it's supposed to. Because Streamlabs OBS has a feature where it backs up your like everything in the cloud, all your scenes, all the things that you're linking to, and so on. So that way, if your system needs to be restarted, or wiped and reloaded, you have everything right there, or moved to another computer and so forth and so on. But the issue is it doesn't work because they're building Streamlabs OBS over the original OBS. So the problem with that is that it's bit of what's a nice way of saying that? It's garbage. It's garbage. All right. So the developers basically slapped their logo on OBS and called it a day. All right. And then they're using this thing called like Electron, which is like an app that allows you to build more apps and stuff. So anyway, it's very resource intensive and stuff, so it lags out sometimes. And our very first episode of us recording using this app was very buggy because like my mouse cursor would disappear, like a lot of weird bugs and stuff like that. And I didn't really want to get into it with the support team. So I was like, you know what? I'll just use OBS Studio like I always have been for my whole streaming so-called career, you know, if you want to call it that. So I basically decided to, you know what, we'll just go with that, you know, because first of all, Streamlabs OBS is very behind. OBS, it has a bigger team, so that makes sense. They're a huge community compared to Streamlabs OBS is like development team. So, but the problem was, let's fast forward because we can get into Streamlabs OBS more and more. But basically, they offer multi-streaming. So they have an option where you can copy the RTMP server settings. So that's basically the ingest server when you send information from your OBS for it to receive. And a stream key. That way it gives you authentication saying, yes, I own this account. This is my login and password, pretty much that stream key. So you're putting it into the system there. But here's a big but. They don't have a tutorial yet for OBS. They're going to because they have links for it, but they said coming soon. But I'm a smart guy. I can put two together. You want there? I own Linux. I know how to compile things. You know, I'm a very technical person. So I just go into custom settings. You know, put that server ingest server link in there. Put in the stream key, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. And then right before we get ready to start streaming, you know, make sure I put in my tags, the title and everything, and then bam, it didn't work. So what did I do instead? Well, I tried other things, tried restreaming, giving it some more time and stuff. And so I was like, you know what? I can't control what their servers are doing, so I'll just contact someone in the inside. Just give me some support and stuff. Well, guess what? They didn't give me any support. They said, well, since you're not using our custom, quote unquote, custom app for it, I can't give you support. I'm like, I understand. But the issue is not with OBS because right now you guys can see what I'm saying because it works. but it's something wrong with their ingest server. Maybe they don't allow traffic from regular OBS and only authenticated through Streamlabs OBS. That could be a possibility, but they didn't tell me that. They should tell me that if that's the case. But I was like, listen, just get your devs to look at it. And they're like, well, there's nothing wrong with our server. I'm like, well, I beg to differ, because when I'm trying to send information, it doesn't air out. It would air out if it, didn't or could not send information. This server is receiving information. It's just not resending that information to those other programs or those other platforms. So it's just annoying. And I'm really pissed, because the whole point of using a package, an all-one package, is to simplify things, have everything in one place, have your support in one place. And overall, they've been really good for us, like with the server, or let's say the website has some issues. I contact them, they get fits on it. But, it's just been recently just a pain in the butt, because we've been just constantly trying to fix things and stuff like that. And to be fair, we came in with multiple hosted emails and stuff like that. And thank you, Gunnar, for following. Holy crap, those alerts are loud, but it's okay. We're going to keep on going.
I'm so happy I can't hear those.
Oh, dude, it's so loud.
But I know how loud they are, because in my own, with my own OBS, I had it on without changing it, and every single time I got a follow, I would be deaf. But yeah, just carry on.
Yeah, so it just I'm just mad, because here's the thing. I fronted for the year a bunch of money to have the service to work, and I understand their point of view. They should not help me if there's something wrong with OBS. And I understand.
But it's not OBS.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
And that's the thing. It's not OBS. It's green when, if OBS has an issue connecting to a server, it will tell you. Because it's that well built. That's why. Yeah. And it's like, why do you even use OBS Studio? I don't know. Maybe it's stable. Maybe it's functional. Maybe it gets more updates and it has a bigger team supporting it. Thousands of contributors. I don't know. Maybe. So I'm just I'm just in a special mood today. If I wasn't already in a mood today. Because here's the thing. I hate Windows, because it's a very broken operating system for a super user like me. I like to encode video. I like to do very demanding stuff with FFmpeg. I like to do stuff like that. But it's such a mess. Like an absolute mess, because someone was a Cro-Magnon when they made the core of Windows, and then they were like, you know what? Microsoft's like, you know what? We won't build around it. I mean, we will build around it, but we won't, fix it. And that's the thing I like about Linux and Mac OS is, they're both based on Unix, and they changed the kernel. So right at the core of the system, it's being updated, it's being fixed, it's being patched. But with with Windows, it's not. It's just a mess. And plus, you get updates pushed and they break systems. Like every time I do an update, my OBS is the first thing to break, and I need OBS to run if I want to keep consistent streams. So that's why I use Linux, because I can choose when updates come out, and also I can revert updates pretty well too, which is really awesome. So I'm just a bit of a mood, and that's why I don't use Windows, because it's just a lot more stable. I'm streaming right now. I have no issues. But when I was streaming with OBS on Windows side, when I was using Streamlabs OBS, I had all sorts of issues. My cursor disappearing for some stupid reason,
But you could see in the bloopers.
Well, you can't really see the cursor disappear.
No, what I mean is you can see our reaction to that.
Yeah, you can see me having an external crisis about that. So yeah, I'm just in a bit of a mood, and I had the support team to help, and we were going to talk about this. And I was trying to leave it with the support person, like, hey, just tell your developers what's going on. And they're like, well, there's nothing wrong with our thing. And I'm like, are you a developer? Can you read code? Can you read anything?
Obviously, the person
because
can,
obviously you can't read anything, because you're not reading the messages I'm sending you. Like I'm saying, there's something wrong with the ingest server. It's receiving the data, but it's not resending it out to YouTube or Twitch. And don't get me started with Twitch's encoding thing. because they're so freaking cheap.
Yeah.
Amazon bought Twitch, right? You would think that they would use their infrastructure to the full extent because Amazon also owns AWS. Who would have thought? What is AWS? It's a robust hosting service. And they have multiple systems across the country, so you can have multiple CDNs. That means content delivery networks. Basically means it will duplicate your content. That way, people that live farther away from your original host, they can still have really quick loading times. What does that mean? Well, that means that Twitch could have better encoding for videos and stuff, but they're so lazy that they don't want to do that. And so right now, our Twitch live stream is down because we're saying too much information. But YouTube's handling it like a champ because this is the recommended settings for YouTube.
I will say something salty.
Please do.
I don't know if it's your internet or not, but like you are cutting out like every 20 seconds.
That's because I'm like yelling into the mic.
Oh, and it's capping out.
Yeah, it's probably capping out.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure, like, just in case there was something on your end. But I was thinking it could be you capping it out because of how loud you may be speaking. But it's just.
It's probably
chill.
me just capping out. I mean, I can turn off.
Chill.
No,
it's chill. Like you could still understand everything.
Yeah.
It's just to say like that was what was happening. But no. If you want to carry on, carry on.
So I'm just in a special mood today. I was already in a special mood because I was doing work on Windows because I had to make a FFmpeg like script to like encode certain videos a certain way so they can work with Zoom. So I'm in already a very special mood because it's very funny. Like when you look up the code for Linux or Mac OS, it's like, oh yeah, this simple one line, and then that's all you need. But on Windows, it's like you need to specify the location, you need to specify this, you need to specify the format, you need to specify the output. Like you have to specify all these things, and if one thing goes wrong, the whole script doesn't work. So I'm just in a special mood right now. So let me get a breather, and then you want to go into your topic?
Yeah, sure. I'll go into my topic. I mean, I don't know if Gunnar's still here, but if he is, he'd actually really enjoy this topic. But the topic I want to go into is about a certain video game dear to my heart that it will be coming out on the Switch late this year.
Oh, what game is that?
It's said in Nintendo Direct today. Today's 26th, right? Yeah, Nintendo Direct today, talking about Pokemon Diamond and Pearl being re-released onto the Nintendo Switch with obviously updated graphics and everything, but being re-released. Now, why is this big for me? Well, pretty simply put, I like Diamond Pearl were one of my favorite of the Pokemon franchise, and Pokemon was something very dear to my heart ever since I was like a wee little child. And the fact that they're I'm so psyched. I'm so psyched. Later this year we'll have a remake, and I played that game. I put thousands of hours into each one of those, including the Platinum version that came out, which I'm hoping they'll also bring that one out because whoever's played Platinum knows what the upside down dimension kind of thing is like, and to see that on updated graphics would be flipping amazing. But yeah, I wanted to go into that, the fact that if anything, this just gives us hope for other games, for them to remake other games in the future. Now, Diamond and Pearl were pivotal, I feel like, at the time. I feel like Diamond and Pearls were brought in a lot of people who didn't play the originals, like Red, Yellow, and all that. I feel like if they didn't play the originals, Diamond and Pearl brought you into the franchise. And for them to be making these and remaking them, and these games were in my, like, I could actually put up a tier list of my favorite Pokemon games. I feel like it'd be pretty boring, so I won't. But I could make a tier list, and Diamond is up there. Diamond is one of my favorite Pokemon games I've ever played, just because of how enjoyable it was, and the Sinnoh region, and I think it's because of how old I was as well. So probably had the most impact on me. But it's also what made me get into like speedrunning Pokemon games, which I guess brought along the pressing life of speedrunning games. Um, but yeah, it just brings hope. It just brings hope for the Pokemon fans out there, because if they can bring out Heart Gold, Soul Silver remakes of Heart Gold and Soul Silver, perfect remakes. Oh, like Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, they were good and all, but Heart Gold, Soul Silver was so fun, and it was so pivotal because Heart Gold and Soul Silver was on, if I'm not mistaken, one of, if not the first set of games that let the Pokemon run around with you, which was amazing at the time and still is. And I mean, to me, I loved Heart Gold because you blew up anyway. I I like speedrun. The Japanese version came out before like we got it, and so I got my dad to buy the Japanese. Well, my dad got me the Japanese. Sorry, I just asked for the game and he got me it. And yeah, it was so good. But yeah, I just wanted to like I just wanted to kind of touch on that and how they're bringing back. I think they're bringing back Pokemon Snap or whatever it's called, which is also amazing. Everyone's been wanting Pokemon Snap, and I feel like in the next 2 to 3 years is going to be amazing. Pokemon Sword and Shield, I never got around to finishing. I bought Pokemon Swords, I just haven't ever like come around to finishing it, so I can't really comment on that. But if they're gonna remake games, it's looking good for Pokemon fans. In the next couple of years, it's looking really good. I
Yep.
kind of just wanted to touch on that because, I mean, otherwise in gaming, I don't really know of many other things that are like big or popping right now.
Mhm.
So I wanted to, and since it just happened today, and I'm really hyper about it. Like, yeah. So no, it's just mainly to like go into that and like talk about like, if there are any Pokemon fans watching this, what are like your thoughts on this? Are you happy that they're doing this? I know some people are annoyed that they're bringing classic DS games and Game Boy games to the Switch, but Switch is the new version of the DS, really.
Mhm.
So it would make sense them doing it. And I know this, and I know of some people who just don't like the idea because they like how, the old way the games used to be made, like 8-bit and all that, 24-bit. So people like the classic way the games were made. I myself, I'm an advocate for it. I think the new graphics, I wouldn't say I'm very fond of it. The new graphics, actually looking good, but I am an advocate for them trying to make it all. And to be fair, it also gives us a better look on like what Pokemon would have looked like, what areas would have looked like, because they get to actually, like delve in and actually customize places. It's not just like 2D shapes on like a map. You know what I mean? So it really does it does hype me up. It really does hype me up. Like, I like to see that they're bringing that initiative, because as I said, Sword and Shield, I haven't really had much of a thing to play, so I haven't actually played, and I
Mhm.
haven't finished it. Not just that, but also, um, what's the game called? Yeah, when Pokemon Eevee, Pikachu came out. I mean, I bought my Switch when those came out. I have like the limited edition Pokemon Eevee and Pikachu Switch. Like the second it got into stores, I like pre-ordered it as quick as I could. And it was actually fully like ordered out in like the next 24 hours. So I was really, and I got a sale on it. Like I fully like I hacked the system. But yeah, I got that. And Pokemon Eve, like Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu was fun, but it
Mhm.
wasn't great. It wasn't great. Like in my own opinion, others might say other stuff. Like everyone has their own opinion, obviously. But to me, it just wasn't something that I like. I played through, I completed it, I did all that, but it wasn't something fun. And I think it's because deep down inside, I want to relive my Diamond and Pearl days. And then when I read up on this earlier, oof, a smile. I had a smile from ear to ear, fam. Like it was amazing to hear that they're releasing this, And it's like, and then why did I touch on Heart Gold and Soul Silver? Because Heart Gold and Soul Silver were like, aesthetically, I feel like they would be the best aesthetically like versions of like a Pokemon game, because like with the updated graphics, like the Sinnoh region's boring. I'm not gonna lie, the Sinnoh region's boring.
Mhm.
But like, but then that begs the differ. When Pokemon Black and White when they'll only make remakes to Pokemon Black and White in like a couple of years, I feel like, if even that. Um, but if they do make remixes, sorry, not remixes, if they do make remakes, then like Black and White will be amazing. I don't know. I just feel like this opens up a lot of areas for Pokemon fans to like really get into it. I feel like they are going dry. I mean, Pokemon Sword and Shield, it's not doing bad. Obviously, it's not doing bad, but it's definitely, they don't get as much hype as they used to. So I think that the start of Pokemon um, Diamond and Pearl will really be interesting. And then, I don't know. I don't know.
I
I know what I'm gonna say, but I don't know how to explain myself.
Yeah, I
It's
think
just really
with Pokemon remakes, it shows that people want to relive those memories, like you said, the nostalgia that they
exactly.
get. And I definitely agree with that because a perfect example of failing on this is the Star Wars Battlefront. I played the crap out of the PS2 with a friend. We did the conquest together of Battlefront. I think it was two that had no. It was I think it was. I'm going to get this confused, but I have it on Steam, so I'll install it and play again. But
Uh-huh.
basically, Battlefront 1 and 2 was great. Everybody loved it. It had so many great options. There was a mixture of ship battles slash, on the ground battles and space stations to take over. It was just a lot of fun. A lot of great classes and stuff. And then EA came around and made 1 and 2. And I like the first one better than, I mean, it didn't look better, but I like the first one, the remake that EA did better because it had like power ups that you could, grab in different parts of the map, like, airstrike and stuff. So it made it very chaotic, which that makes it really fun for a Battlefield game. Um, but they got rid of that. But Battlefront 2, 2017 edition, I believe, uh, was very cool too because it was nice looking. It was more refined. But the issue is, yes, they recreated some of the maps and stuff, but they purposely did not include space battles. So that was a really fun part of space battles is you could land in those like light cruisers and stuff like that and like go in yourself and take out the shields, fight the pilot spawning in. And you can't like spawn trap them because they can spawn anywhere in the ship. And that was really cool because like you can land your ship or either take out everything from the ship, within being close enough in shooting range. And I just really like that because like it gave you so many different aspects of the battlefield, because it's not just the ground assault, it's also the air assault as well. you know they're having their ship battles, like it makes it really immersive and it
Hmm.
made you feel like you're a part of a real Star Wars battle. But the problem is they didn't do that. They purposely separated it because they were developing another game called Squadrons. And why they were making Squadrons
Yeah.
because it was a remake of the original one. Um, and I haven't played it, so I can't form an opinion just yet. I might get it when it comes on sale. But honestly, it was kind of stupid because they could have made Battlefront so much more, and they were just under contract to make so many games. So they had, the other game where it showed one Jedi. I don't know how it ends or starts, but it's like one Jedi learning his power, but he has to hide it because the Empire is present. You know, it was during the time when Darth Vader was still alive. There was the Inquisitors and stuff like that that he had to fight, including Darth Vader himself. But I wish more game companies, when they got the licensing to use Star Wars, would just remake the game because it's already a proven concept. I get it, make your own twist, but EA failed because they try to make their own twist, but also they try to make lots of money off of it with loot boxes, and that put a bad taste in everybody's mouth because you're basically taking a game that someone's very passionate about and putting a huge price tag on it. Like I'm not saying the retail price. I'm saying like the add-on price of like, oh, in order to get these kinds of armors and stuff, you have to pay for money, and then like it's a loot box kind of situation. Just a bad taste in people's mouths. Like it's just a very bad option in my opinion. So I hope one day, because I heard that the license or the contract with EA is going to expire in I think next year or something like that. So any game developer or game studio can make Star Wars games. So that's going to be really cool. I can't wait for that. It's going to be really cool because that means there's going to be competition, and when there's competition, they're going to actually start trying to please people instead of like, you know, using the monopoly that they had, because EA had the monopoly on the game. You know, no one else was making remakes, so they could pretty much almost do whatever they want, you know, as long as they didn't make the audience too angry. But they did do that, so they did mess up. So yeah, I think remakes are great. I think it's not yes, it's technically unoriginal, but you're already basing the game on something that was already created. So it doesn't matter, in my opinion, you know, because
Yeah.
you know that that's what the people want, and you should give what the people want, you know? It just like, I don't know. That's so when you were saying how excited you were about the remake, I think many fans are very excited about that. I think many fans are super pleased, and I feel like Nintendo gets it. You know what I mean? Nintendo gets it. Like they know that they have really caring fans. They love the games and stuff, and they know if they just remake the classics that they would make everybody happy, you know? And they're still innovating. Like they're still making games based off of, you know, the same characters that, you know, everybody loves and enjoys playing as, but you know they're also remaking these classics, you know, updating the graphics and stuff, because that's the one problem with playing old games is they're old. They don't look as good as you remember. So when these developers or these game companies are remaking them so they're high quality and stuff like that, it really fills in that need for to play a nostalgic game, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's my opinion on that. So yeah. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just want to put a little segment here, not part of the video when we finish this, just to say hi to Dan.
Oh, hi
You know,
Dan.
how's he doing? Um, yeah, I was actually you chimed in on something that I was gonna try and chime in on, which was quite simply, yeah, they were making squadrons, and that's why setting up everything, because they were like, oh, you know, they got squadron, which I've never played it, and I don't think I ever will, but looks like trash.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't get it because I
Goodness,
know EA too much.
they want that money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, remakes are definitely good if in the hands of the right people, obviously. And yeah, that's basically what it just comes down to is who's in control of it. Um, it's just like movies. Actually, we can go on to that.
Yeah, let's go for
It's
it.
just like movies. What's a really bad remake of a movie?
That's a really bad remake of a movie. Oh
Yeah,
man.
well, like what's something that someone's butchered? It's a really bad remake.
Star Wars.
Okay.
That was
Let's
too
not get into.
easy. That
Yeah, I
was
mean,
too
yeah, but
easy.
I don't want to get into, because if we have any Star Wars fans, like heavy fans in here,
No,
they'll
the
all
real
have
heavy fans would support us. The real fans.
the
I'm already
real fans.
gatekeeping
You
fandom.
already, yeah.
But okay,
You love to see
let's do
it.
something that's harder to like think about. Same question
Yeah.
though. Let's
Yeah, yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I just want to say again.
I don't know who. I don't know what. I'm trying to think of like a movie franchise that's been butchered on the second time round,
Hmm.
because I can't remember it. I really can't. It's really difficult right now.
Let's see. The thing is, I haven't been watching new movies.
Yeah, same.
Because like I've been just rewatching all good ones. Well, not movies. I've been watching Star Wars shows. To be honest, my mind's so wrapped about the whole Star Wars universe, so I probably have to disconnect.
I could probably, if you wanted, I could probably go into the new Spider-Man stuff that's been releasing.
Oh, I haven't watched any of that, so no spoilers, please, if you know it.
Okay, well, I'm actually not going to say anything then. I would
Okay,
I would actually feel better not saying anything if you don't know of anything. So,
all
but
right.
what is a movie franchise that's been butchered second time round? Let me think.
X Men? No, I'm kidding.
No, yeah, no, no. Let's get into X-Men. I have something to say
All
about
right,
that.
so there's there's a few. What was it that the movie? See, the thing is, like, when a movie gets butchered, I usually don't care about it anymore. Like the whole thing. Like for me, like I have a bad taste in Star Wars movies because of the recent ones. You know, like I'm like I shouldn't get into it because I don't want to be disappointed again. You know.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But yeah, I think. I mean, there was one X-Men movie I really liked. It was with Quicksilver. You
Days
know,
of Future Past.
yes, I believe that was it.
Yes,
But
it
then the
is. It is.
newer ones came out. Oh, another one is like another series that or movie series have been ruined. I feel is DC movies recently. I feel like they're not.
I have something. I have so much to say about that.
Oh, please do,
Yeah. Okay, but
please
I'll let you
do.
carry on. I'll let you carry on. I'll let you
No,
carry
it
on.
just like as a technical
Four,
standpoint of
five,
like how the
six.
movies were done. Like for example, I one of the Supermans. He already the actor already had a contract to grow a mustache, so he couldn't just like shave it and grow it fast.
Yeah.
So like they had to like CGI his upper lip,
Yeah, I know.
and
I
it
know. It was
it
in
was just
Justice League.
horrible. Like, and there was like other things too in the movie that I didn't like. Like I think the only DC movies I actually kind of like is Wonder Woman, but I haven't seen
Really?
the new one. I haven't seen the
I
newer
haven't either.
ones.
Actually, I haven't been bothered.
Yeah, so like I have no idea if those are good or not.
Let
I
me.
think they would
Okay.
be. I think.
I really want to take the reins on X-Men before we go into DC, though.
Yeah, you do it.
Okay. First of all, what is Fox thinking? Um, I can't say that word, but they are idiots. I think you understand what I was trying to get at there.
Yeah.
They are. I. It aggravates me how they've gone about with X-Men over the years. It really, truly does, because what was Dark Phoenix or whatever it was called? What
I didn't
what
even
what were you
want
planning
to
on?
watch
No,
it.
I'm saying this. This is just it's not meant to be a question. It's just to say like, what were you thinking while making it? Not what were you thinking with the outcome. What were you thinking while making it? Because I truly don't. I truly want to know. I want to know why they did what they did. This aggravates me to the T because you know me. I know. I love superheroes. I've always like been such a nerd. So seeing what they've done just really. Why did you mess with the Phoenix Force like that? Why? Why would you make these random aliens come to Earth and take everyone out and, nearly everyone die? Why? Why? Was the old X-Men movies to work off that bad? When Jean Grey in the past, when she went through all that Phoenix Force stuff and, what happened to Cyclops, he died. Ooh, spoilers, but you should have watched the classic X-Men by now if you didn't want to know. And it's just like, seriously, like, I disliked it to a T. I actually turned it off before I even finished it, and then I went back and watched the ending. I am so annoyed by it because what they did was wrong in so many different ways. Like you have being an idiot, and then you have what Fox did,
Mm-hmm.
which was horrible. It's just like, all right, let me go into it a bit further than just saying it was horrible.
Please
Okay,
do.
so here's the thing. Character wise, didn't really do that well. The old X-Men look better than this new X-Men. I don't know why they didn't work off with like Days of Future Past better. Like they went from Days of Future Past, which was still a good movie, not the best, but still a good movie. They introduced characters well. And it's like, and this all happened because of First Class, which we're not even going to go into First Class. Why are we not going to go into First Class? Well, pretty simply put, if I'm not mistaken, it was in First Class where they killed off the one character that can't die. Yeah, you heard that right, Salty. They killed off someone who is invincible to dying. Yeah, yeah. I just want everyone who's watching to understand how they've really butchered X-Men over the years. Like what they've done is
Criminal. They should be
it.
arrested.
Yeah, it. Fam, it's so wrong. I really dislike what they've done. Now, are the X-Men going to be finally introduced into the MCU? I hope so, because under Kevin Feige's brilliant mind, I feel like he can actually do something with the X-Men and not make it look like, can't say that, but look like a joke. I can say that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it really annoys me what they're doing with what was I about to say? I don't know. This it's not gonna go well. What we're about to see in like through Spider-Man and everything. I don't think that's gonna be good either. I'm not gonna lie to you, Salty, because they've been showing it through scenes in others, like in like the latest Spider-Man movie and everything else. Like they want Spider-Man to be the new head honcho. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not gonna work because of the Spider-Man they made. Because the Spider-Man they made was not a Spider-Man that can take that role. Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man could take the role of like a head honcho if all the other if like the big people died or like went away. Now, Captain America still has a chance. You know, I've heard that his contract's been renewed for like one extra thing or whatever, so like that could still work out well. But like it really aggravates me because it's just like this new Spider-Man isn't just a scrawny teen. You know, he's a scrawny teen with like issues, and now he's crying over Iron Man. Yeah, but it's true though. Now he's a scrawny
Sounds
teen
like
with
Twitter.
issues. That sounds like every other person who comments on other people's posts on Twitter. But like, nonetheless, like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, he went through crap, and like it was kind of dark. But it was like the kind of dark Spider-Man needed. If you look at Spider-Man in the comics, or at least some of the comics I've read, like you know, most of the stories are like Spider-Man becoming an adult and then like adult Spider-Man, like and how he like goes along his life. And Spider-Man is one of the most depressing stories in all the comics, I would say. At least from what I know. I'm no genius, but from what I know, he has one of like nothing goes right for him. Like he goes through like all kinds of he goes through all kinds of hurt. And yet this new Spider-Man that's in the MCU is just like, oh, I'm a scrawny teen. I don't cry about anyone. And then he got given a reason to cry. He got to cry about Tony now, and he's like, "Oh no, look at me! I'm crying about Tony now." And it's like actually have a reason to cry. Boy, you have not lost anyone important. Tony wasn't even that great for you. Like, oh, he was a mentor, and he was as if it was his like his father figure, bruh. You met the guy half a dozen times. The guy gave you some suits. He said you were not worth it, and then when you finally beat someone, he was like, "Okay, and you know what? You are worth it. You can keep your suit." He's this Spider-Man, this Peter Parker isn't even academically smart. He's like generally smart, but like not really. Like it aggravates me. It really does. And I don't want to look at phase. I don't want to look at Phase 4. I don't expect much from Phase 4. I
Mm-hmm.
really don't. I don't think what we're gonna go into and look at is gonna be interesting or good. In all honesty, I really don't. But I mean, it's just me, you know. I'm not gonna carry on because I will rant, especially with like no, I'm just not gonna carry on. I will just rant. Like I know I will. But I just want to. I was only trying to really talk about this because we're talking about remakes, and this. It's not that I don't like Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I think he's a good Spider-Man. I just don't like what they're trying to do with him now after they've already made the character look like a flipping wimp. But I mean, that's just me. That's just me. Oh, because then there's gonna be arguments like, you know, he fought off Mysterio. Mysterio nearly broke him, and all this and all that, and you know, oh, he's really strong, and you know, he finally got his Spidey sense back or Spidey tingle, whatever they called it. And it's just like, fam. Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man lost everything and just kept on going. This guy loses an idol, and he's like, "Oh no, look at me." I don't know. I won't carry on. It's just it pisses me
Oh,
off. It really
your
does.
game is like really playing through the speakers. Are you sure you don't have like monitor speakers?
No,
Okay. Yeah, we have an issue with Nomad's like sound.
Mike.
We have no. It's probably the mic. I mean,
It's
you
probably the
bought
mic.
you bought a mic that got cloned over by 80 different companies in
It's
China.
true. It's
You know,
true.
I mean, Villager is a Chinese company too, but it's at least like name brand, and it has quality assurance. So, yeah.
The mic it messes about and gives us nightmares. Let
Hmm.
alone what Streamlabs does.
Yeah, dude, I'm probably gonna make like a separate video just ranting about that and edit. and stuff.
Streamlabs really pisses me off. What they've done today really grinded my
It's
gears.
like oh sorry, but we really don't think we're at fault. It wasn't even that. It's like no, we're not at fault. I'm the developer. I know. All right, I got to tell some family to stop chucking plates
I'll entertain
across.
the masses.
Yeah, I'm gonna just mute my mic.
All right. Yeah. So, if you guys have not watched our first episode and bloopers reel, do go watch. It's a laugh. Kahoot. You should follow us on all of our social media too. It's up on screen. You might as well.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Yeah, I just have to walk out my room.
All I
Just
did was sell us. That's all I did.
okay. Yeah, that's good because we need to recoup all the money that we just lost using Streamlabs.
Yeah. Crikey.
Oh God. You know, if
Brain
it's too good to be
hurt.
true, it usually is.
Yeah. And to be fair, it seemed a bit too good to be true.
Yeah. So I'm making a new sorting system, where I made this before in Java. I mean Bedrock, because I was playing with some Xbox friends. I know, horrible. But yeah, so I was playing with them, and I found like a way to make like a sorting system. Because yeah, I can do the typical way with the comparator and hoppers, but that means I need a ton of items to sort basic things. And I'm not at that level yet. I'm not that rich. But so I made a
I am.
hopper system where basically a hopper minecart will go across all these hoppers connected to these chests. And if the chest, let's say, has like items already in there, it'll put it through. But if it doesn't, it either stays in the hopper, and then the hopper minecart will go under. Actually, I could just show everybody once I'm done. But it's pretty simple. It's a bit slow, but it's quiet, so it's not that big of a deal. Well, actually, it's not quiet either. I'm not selling this product very well.
You're not. I'm not gonna lie. You're really not.
It's like, oh yeah, this also has this issue. It has a weird smell. You know.
Two on either side. That makes 4, 11, 2, 4,
So
2
what are
more.
you making?
Oh, I'm making a sorting system, but I'm making a really, really, really big, complicated one.
Oh, that must be fun. I might actually do the typical sorting system because I feel like this is going to be a mess. But I need more iron. I mean, I need more
Because I'm gonna
chests.
actually. Do you know what the funny thing is? You know how I dug out this cave and I
Mhm.
was gonna make into the cave. The sorting system's like nearly 30 blocks high, so I'm gonna have to build over my cave anyway on the other side of the mountain, just so it's not all shown.
That's
But
crazy.
yeah, yeah, it's gonna be fun though. It's just a little project, and it's interesting. So it's just gonna take a lot of time. And then once I've done this, it has a. I'm using someone else's. I'm just looking at a video. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm using someone else's video to like guide myself,
Mhm.
and what was I gonna say? Yeah, and through that, I just yeah, I'm just copying someone else. So I'm doing it step by step, but it's gonna take a long time. How many blocks do you say? So that's 17.
All right, so I could talk about one more topic. We're at 50
Mm-hmm.
minutes already.
Wow.
Yeah. Which, I'll do some cutting, but we should have like a shorter podcast this time around. So I could talk about Nvidia selling crypto cards, or I could talk about the Texans. Who you think I should start with, or only pick?
Uh, it's really up to you. I actually don't mind. I really don't mind which one you go into.
Okay, let's pick the Texans. Because if I mentioned it and not do anything about it, people are like, "What you got against the Texans? What you got against America? Can we nuke these guys like Japan?" Like it will be a lot of questions. So,
Oh god.
and
The
also I'm
Japan.
American, so you shouldn't nuke me.
Yeah, yeah,
Killing
yeah.
your own
He's
brother,
American,
pretty
and
much.
I'm his friend. So
You know,
like, I have
there's
an
a big
American
chance I'm
friend.
your brother if I'm from Alabama. Anyway, or related. So anyway, some Texans, I'm gonna say some, believe that the snow is fake.
All
It's a whole
this, yes.
conspiracy.
I'm so happy you chose this.
So as someone that was born with snow on the ground at pretty much most of the time, except for 3 months where it was somewhat like spring, I can tell you that snow is not fake. It's not made by the government. And it's kind of funny to see like this is something new to these Texans. Some of these Texans, well, all of them pretty much. I think they had like a storm in 2012 or 13 or something, similar to this. But I think it's super funny how they question this new substance. They're like, well, it's not substance. I mean, yeah, you can eat
To them, it
snow.
is.
You can eat snow. I mean, it doesn't give you any nutrients or anything like that. It just gives you water, unless if you
Depends. If it's
pee in
yellow
it.
snow, if you ever
Yeah,
see
if
yellow
you
snow,
pee.
gobble it up as quick as you can. It
Yeah,
has all
guys,
the nutrients you need.
Texans, if you no, I gotta say that.
No, it's true. It's true. It's true.
Yeah. So yeah, so pretty much people are like saying that like the government, because I think there was like a bill, not to get into, I'm not going to get into politics, but basically there was a bill about having green energy as an option, and
Not allowed it.
people were very against it because they're very into coal. Believe what you think, but a lot of people thought like this is the reason why the government did this, because they wanted to show like, you know, yeah, you can't get gas and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know the reason behind it, but people are very against eco-friendly stuff, and I'm just touching on it because like, you know, this is part of like people are already
I'm
suspicious.
sorry. It's just people are very against, eco-friendly. I don't know why, but they're just really against eco-friendly
Yeah, they're just
stuff.
really against it. Um, so it was funny because like they're like, oh yeah, like the government's definitely like, you know, doing this where we're having like we're having the snowstorm because of it and stuff. And then they're like, oh wow, these turbines don't work in this weather. What's the point of having them? And it's like, well, you know, you're supposed to de-ice stuff, just like if you defrost your car. Like what you do, like I'm not, because these guys don't know it in Texas, but in the north, like you have to run your car for like 10 minutes so it could defrost and stuff. You have to completely clear off your car. So it doesn't matter if it's gas or electric, you know. If it has moving parts, you have to like have it
Warm
melt
it up.
so
Yeah,
it
yeah.
can run properly. So like just the whole argument about that is so stupid. But yeah, so they believe that the snow is fake, and you know the government's doing this so for many reasons that they make. I'm not even going to discuss them because they're so freaking stupid. I mean, the
They
snow
try to
thing is
make you
already
all
stupid.
happy with snow so they can do stuff behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's definitely one of them.
And
Uh,
if you eat the snow, then you get injected with a Trojan horse virus thingy, and now you're their slave. If you didn't know, now you know.
now you swallowed Bitcoin. That's
You're
their
now
whole
worth
argument.
like 10 times more than you already were.
So the government can sell you to China.
Thing is, we're saying all this, and there's gonna be someone who's gonna watch and be like, "Oh my goodness, that's snow! I knew it had rocks in it. I knew it had something rough in there."
Well, snow could have rocks in it.
I
But
mean, yeah, true,
but
but
yeah, but people were trying to melt them with like butane lighters and stuff like that.
huh.
And the thing is,
Smart people.
in the north at least, we had slushies, which is like basically snow.
Snow with sugar and juice.
Yeah, with uh like sugar encoded, like not sugar encoded, but it's like a sugary like syrup, you know, a sweet syrup
Yeah,
of a
yeah.
certain flavor that they mix it with that in the machine. So like the thing is, snow can retain water. It's not like it's like ice where you melt ice and it immediately turns into a liquid, you know?
You know
It's
why snow is white, Salty? Do you actually know why the
is there
the
like a
chemical
joke?
compound? No, 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 no. I'm being fully serious. Do you know why snow is white?
Uh, if you give me a minute, I could think of it, but please just tell me.
The reason snow is white and snow isn't clear like ice is because snow, different to ice, is just simply water and air. Ice is just water. There's no air. But because snow, it has a compound which it meshes with air, and there's all this fun stuff with air. It's white because it's like between all the particles, it's just air. It's just air particles, which is what makes it so light, so fluffy. That's why there's not like chunks of just. Because if you think about it, if snow did not have any air, it'd be hail, but you just have like chunks of just ice slap you up. Which some people might actually not mind that, but like I would.
Okay. I completely blanked out because I was trying to figure out the stupid redstone mechanism. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I
disagree,
agree.
disagree,
I agree
disagree,
fully.
disagree.
But yeah, just like yeah, it retains water, and then they're like, well, why is it burning? Is it styrofoam? Oh my god. First of all, like if you ever like, I can't believe I'm explaining this, but with a butane lighter, you don't like it. It causes black stuff, which is soot, which is produced from the natural gases of the butane. You know, when you ignite it,
Yes.
it burns and it causes soot, and then it puts that. That's why you see smokestacks like completely dirty inside because it produces that byproduct when it's burning stuff. It's just normal. And the thing is, snow doesn't turn into water instantly. So that pretty much the airy ice, we could probably call it, because that is true. Because like when you shave or use like a blender, you're basically just cutting it up in many little pieces, and then and it gives it air pockets and stuff. It that that burn that will have like a burn mark on it because of the natural gases from burning butane. It's just normal. And maybe I'm not properly explaining this, but it's just
You
like
are.
it's just
You
so
all just
stupid. Chrono Magnum.
My brain isn't working right now.
Cro Magnum.
Cro-magnums. You're all just a bunch of Cro-magnums. Oh, in other words, re-rees.
Oh, we're gonna get canceled. Banned in Texas.
Don't worry, I didn't want to go to Texas anyway.
I heard housing was cheap until California started having its
Oh,
residents
have you
move
heard about
out.
California right now?
Yeah,
How like the
California's.
tax and everything else got really expensive.
Yeah, well, California was expensive to begin with, and it just
Yeah,
got
yeah, yeah.
way, way worse.
It
And
like hit really hard.
yeah, I'm totally not using this right. How is this
Let
done?
me have a look at your screen. Wait, what are you doing?
I don't
One,
know.
2, 3. You can't just make a. You can't. That doesn't connect like that.
Yeah,
Salty.
that's the thing, is like I'm trying to figure out like how to.
How to
So
Minecraft.
how to Minecraft. I haven't made a redstone thing in like ages, so I'm just trying to like use full memory. It's not working. But yeah, it's just the whole thing is dumb, and it's like it's failure of US education system, and also it's also failure of just like googling stuff. Like how hard is it to like, obviously you upload a TikTok, obviously you have the internet connection and power to look it up, right?
Obviously, you just don't have the brain cells to actually do anything about that.
What my thing is, like when I think of stuff like and I'm not sure about, I Google search it unless if I'm live, because it's I don't want to like expose myself on the internet. And
Exactly.
that's the thing, is like it's so easy to get search results and people just choose not to. If you're
Because they're
not sure of something, just Google it.
Cro-magnums.
Yeah, like you could look up how to pronounce that. Sorry, that was mean.
It's true. It's true.
Is that how it works?
You're having a rough time over there.
I am.
That's not gonna work like that, Salty.
I'm trying to improve it. All right, fine. I'm
Listen,
gonna
put a
Google
block
search
where
it.
that redstone is. Where that redstone is, put a block. The redstone
Okay.
you place, put a block.
Hold on, I just.
Because obviously we have delay, so me looking over at your screen. Oh, do
Okay,
you want
I
me
put the
to?
block
Actually,
there.
I'll. No, 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 no. Let me go to you. Let me
No,
go to you.
it'll take
Too late. I'm
forever.
already on my way. No, I'm literally already there. I'm already there.
I see your screen. You're not already there.
Listen, okay, now put a redstone. Put some redstone on that block.
Okay.
Now put some redstone on the floor next to that block where you already put the other one.
Yep.
I mean, your screen is literally frozen for me right now. So okay, it's time to load. All right. See, now that's connected. Now carry on with your redstone. It's the only way you're gonna connect it.
What do you mean carry on with my redstone? You
What
have
were
to be
you
more
trying to
specific.
do? I don't know what you were
Try and
trying
make
to
it
do.
feedback into this, so like
I
when
need to be there. I can't look at someone and then do it. I'm already there. Where is it? Where is this whole place being built?
go into my cabin and then drop down to the last hole to the left, and then you'll be there.
Is that all you wanted to talk about, Texas?
Yeah, I don't want to get more into it because it's just I think people are just getting crazy, and instead of
Oh
looking
yeah.
up facts, they're just like, okay, that to the right,
Oh my good.
the one to the right, that one. Yep.
This one.
No, 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 no. You went down the hole.
Where am
You went
I?
down the one hole that isn't serviceable. Hold on, I'm gonna put down water. Oh no, no, don't stop digging. Put it back. Put it back. Put.
I will. I will. I
You're
will. I
not
will. I
putting
will. I will.
it.
I will. Don't worry about it. Why do you have a hole there not being used?
Okay. Hello. Oh, you were looking the wrong way. You freaking Cro-Magnon.
Where am I meant to go?
All right. Look that. There
Oh.
you go. All right. Help me with this.
I can't
Ooga
see a
booga. It
single
doesn't
thing in
work.
here. All right. So what are you trying to do?
So,
Tell me exactly what you want
so
to
basically,
function.
this redstone signal is blocking this from running, and basically, this comparator will detect.
Don't click the comparator. Don't click the comparator. Don't click the comparator. Don't.
I love that I can look at you and then see what I look like.
All right. Give me what? Give me. I need a comparator. Not a comparator. I need a. What's the other one called?
Bro.
No.
All right, this whole thing has gone so wrong. All right, what
Okay.
do
I
you
need you. I don't want none of these. I want the other one.
The other one. Now this has become like a redstone tutorial. Wait.
So what what do you want this to do exactly?
Like feed into there, but I want this to be fed in. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. Oh, it just clicked. All right, so you're like I'm done. All right, so basically, so this has to feed into there, and then there's going to be this guy here, and then oh, I need more blocks. Right, and then I put this here, and then put a redstone. So that comparator is going to push a signal through it. I don't think it's. Oh, I'm so stupid. I've been putting it in the source chest. I mean, the destination chest.
I was waiting for you to actually get that. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm watching you open a chest, and I'm like, you meant to put it in the dropper, and you're just out here putting stuff in the chest. I'm like, that's where it's meant to be. Obviously, it's not gonna go out of there because that's where it's meant to be. I was waiting for you to notice, but like you're taking so long.
It took me so long to just figure everything out, and then you're just like watching.
Yeah,
Oh
bro, because
my
I wanted to
God.
see how long it would take you.
Oh, salty.
Because you literally went, oh, let me try this.
Salty is
I'm like, bro, that's where it's
Cro-Magnon.
meant to go.
Oh my God. So
Oh,
now.
you're gonna make all these walls just full of chests.
Wait, it's letting
Alright.
all of them go through. Hold on.
It's because he's not doing it properly. You don't have an actual redstone signal one at a time.
Oh, I got it now. I got it.
There we go.
It has to be set to off for the comparator. No, you just clicked it on.
It made no difference. It made literally no difference. Look.
No, stop clicking on. It needs to be.
That tickles. That tickles.
Darn, I have to restart this. We just slapping. All right. You piece of work. I'm gonna make you use that totem.
I'm gonna make you use that totem.
It's battle right now. You ate a golden apple, you piece of work.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
I see the particles. I'm not colorblind. I might be deaf, but I'm not blind. I think your thorns is doing more damage. I like how you're spamming
Oh my gosh! Yo, you did like 2.5 hearts in one hit. I wonder.
Oh yeah, I did. Oh, you were low.
Bro, it's because I was
you...
spamming it. It's because I was spamming it, so I wasn't actually doing full damage.
All right, on that disappointing end, go check our socials. Don't check our site because it probably will be down because we'll be switching from Streamlabs.
Wait, do you see that?
And
go check out our socials.
Yeah, so check everything out. We're going to do more streams on Fridays, but check our site when it's up again. Oh my God, you're actually doing damage. No, stop.
How
stop,
much?
stop.
How many health? How much health? How much health?
Down to 4 hearts. 3 hearts,
Whoa!
2.5.
Oh my gosh!
Those
Really?
crit
Oh,
hearts are those crit hits are no joke. So yeah, go check out our socials and everything. Join our Discord, it's up, and we'll see you guys the next time. And yeah, video is on Sunday. We already recorded episode 2 of the podcast, so go ahead and check
Hope
that
you
out on
enjoy it.
Sunday. And hope that you enjoy it, because I killed myself trying to edit that.
You did.
And
You really
goodbye.
did.